This is exactly what you need to do if you start to feel stressed at work. You should quit. Well, only if this is a consistent occurrence. And by the way, if this is your very first job or this is a new job for you, it's going to be stressful in the beginning, and that's just because everything is new to you. So don't freak out. Also, some jobs and industries are just naturally going to be more stressful than other types of jobs. Like if you work in investment banking or management consulting, accounting, sales at quarter end, anyone who works in healthcare. All of these types of jobs just tend to be more stressful. And so you either need to adapt and get used to it, or you need to pick an entirely new job altogether. But before I tell you how to manage your stress and actually prevent it at work, there is something very important that you need to know. You should never, ever let your boss know or see that you are stressed, because it's going to ruin your personal brand at the office. So you actually need to fake it and pretend that you aren't stressed at all until the end of the day before you have your mental breakdown. Otherwise, when they need to do layoffs, you're going to be the first person that they think of. So there are two ways where you can actually prevent stress at work. And the first one, I'm going to be honest, is that you should just care less about your job. Now, I'm not saying you should go to the office every day and not try at all, but you shouldn't be as emotionally and personally invested in your work. For example, if you have a really good idea, but no one is listening to you and no one decides to take it, don't stress out and don't take it personally, because if you end up being right, everyone's going to remember that for the next time, and then people will actually listen to you. Or if you have a really annoying coworker who tends to also stress you out, then what you need to start doing is reducing the number of interactions that you can have with them. So decline any potential projects where you may need to work together, or move your desk so you don't have to sit next to them all the time. Or you can even bring this up to your manager if you're noticing that they're starting to be annoying to more than one person. So as long as you don't take things personally while you're at work, you're gonna find that you're less stressed. Now, the second way to prevent stress at work is to actually do less. So you really need to get good at saying no to things. You may notice that a lot of the stress comes from the fact that you have too much on your plate. There's just so much to get done and not a lot of time in the day, and all this overwhelming pressure creates stress for you. And the best way to say no at work without coming across as lazy is whenever someone asks you to do something, you should list out all of the other high priority things and projects that you are working on. And then you're going to ask that person if what they need you to do is a higher priority than all of those other things that you're already doing. And if they say that it is, then you need to ask them to help you reprioritize and redistribute your workload. Now, most of the time when you do this, people are going to realize that you're actually pretty busy and you can't take on any more work. And if they actually want you to work on their high priority project, they're going to have to do more work to help you remove some of your work and therefore adding more to their work. So most of the time, if you do this approach, you're just going to get to say no to a lot of things. And you're also going to be building your personal brand, because people are going to realize how busy you are and that you are awesome at your job. Now, if that doesn't work, the next best thing is just to look really busy while you're at the office. Okay, but what do you do when you actually start to feel stressed when you're at work? Well, this is where we turn to science, or ASAP science more specifically. I'm going to link their video down below. But basically, you're going to do a breathing exercise that they call cyclic sighing, and it's going to be able to reduce your stress in seconds. And you only have to do this breathing exercises for 5 minutes a day to see the benefits. So how do you actually do this? Well, you're going to breathe in hard and fast through your nose. Then you're going to hold it for a split second, and then breathe in a little bit more through your nose to fill up your lungs. Hold it and then breathe out very slowly from your mouth. You can repeat this multiple times, but you're going to notice that the stress and the tension in your body will start to alleviate. And I recommend doing this in the bathroom or at your desk so people don't give you weird looks. Here, try it with me. One more time. And just keep doing this until you feel your stress, anxiety, and tension start to release. Next, after you're starting to feel physically better from these breathing exercises, you should start to get to work. Don't waste your time complaining to people, talking about how stressed you are, how busy you are, or how annoying somebody is in the office. This is all wasted effort. And procrastination only amplifies your stress. Now, if you have too many meetings, you probably don't have any time to get this work done. So you need to start to excuse yourself from the less important meetings. Or if there's meetings that you are finding it too hard to get out of, you can tell them that you aren't feeling well, and that's why you can't come. I mean, it's not a lie, right? Like, you were stressed, so you weren't feeling well. So follow these tips to better manage your stress at work and even prevent it from happening. But what tips do you have? Put those down in the comments below and share this video with a friend who would find it helpful. Thank you all for watching, and don't be afraid to shake things up if your job is just too stressful.